Attention. The following program contains explicit language, addiction, and grief. Listener discretion is advised. Now, please enjoy your independent media session.
Good morning, Diana. How are you today?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm better now that I have my coffee. Know what I mean? It's so good here, it's ridiculous. Just give me an IV, am I right?
Yeah, I sure do. Have a good day. Okay, I might be hopelessly addicted to caffeine, but I cannot stand that. Yes, life is hard. Yes, I totally use caffeine to fight off my mountain of depression. But it's not fucking heroin. Shut up about your damn coffee. Most mornings, I do my best to get past her as fast as possible. She's nice, but Christ, is she dumb. And here's the thing. I have to walk in here with a smile on my face and a twinkle in my eye, otherwise, I'm the moody chick. Once you get that label slapped on you, you're judged for life. If you don't tell people what to see, they'll invent their own narrative, which usually means you are the screen they project their insecurities on. I've seen it all my life. I had this friend in high school with a really monotone voice. Every time we had a sub, they'd think she was being sarcastic and stuck up, when in reality, she was the sweetest person in the world. Literally, she spent her weekends feeding the homeless and volunteering at old folks' homes. But because she was lacking in cheer and overall facial movement, people shit on her pretty regularly. Fake a smile and look approachable, and people won't think twice about you. Sorry,
How nice of you to join us, Miss Ng. Thank you for wasting 5 minutes of my life. Oh, twice that, really, since I've had to be alone with Mr. Ledoux.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evans. I was just...
Yeah, your excuses are as useful as a chocolate teapot. Sit. We have 1 month before we absolutely have to start human trials. So, how are things looking?
Currently, we have 2 problems. The power source overheats after prolonged use.
I'm not in the mood for vague terms. How long is prolonged use?
8 hours. After that, the Morpheus cradle begins to have trouble regulating the temperature. We haven't let it go longer than 8 hours, but tests have shown anything above 10 could pose a huge threat to the patient and anyone around the device.
Again, what does...
It'll blow up, sir.
Oh, wonderful. And the second?
We aren't able to maintain stasis for longer than 8 hours. Since the Neuralink is non-invasive, tests indicate the patient will disintegrate from the simulation, regardless if the brain is fully accepting of the base reality.
Which is still a huge accomplishment. No one has been able to maintain a fully immersive simulation for even half that time, especially without medication.
Well, it's a good thing there are so many people in the world with chronic conditions that only last 8 hours. If we aren't able to maintain stasis indefinitely, then Project Morpheus will be considered a failure. Mandragora International doesn't tolerate failure. I don't think I need to spoon-feed either of you what will happen if we don't have a machine ready to throw a body in by next month. Oh, if we aren't any further by next week, I'll have to relocate you both to on-site housing. You'll be working around the clock from then on.
But do you want us to get even less work done? We're killing ourselves as it is.
Quiet! You have lives outside of here because the company currently allows it. You sign contracts, so don't act like I'm holding you at gunpoint. If you could have gone anywhere else, you should have done so. But you're here and you're useful. Well, for the time being. Look, I don't want this either. Contrary to what you might believe, I get no pleasure out of threatening you. If it were up to me, we'd have twice the time and twice the manpower. But until we can prove to the higher-ups that we can deliver, this is how it has to be. 1 week. And I don't care how you do it. It just needs to be done. And shut the door.
Hey! Just take a second before we start throwing my favorite screwdriver.
I can't not see my family every day die. I'll fucking kill myself. Do you know how long it took to get them back? The amount of time it took to convince them that I am not a walking garbage fire. Carrie can't stand the amount of time I spend at work as it is.
Look, I get it.
How could you possibly understand? You're what, 22, 23?
I'm 30. I understand because I also have someone I want to go home to. I understand because I possess this great new thing called empathy.
I'm sorry. Past few months have been rough at home. I can't imagine it getting worse.
I know we're not a team under the best of circumstances, but we're still a team. We can do this.
You're right. You're right. I just... Thanks, Di. Should we hug or something?
We could. Or you could get me an energy drink and pick up my fucking screwdriver.
I thought you were kidding about that.
What? No. It's labeled for a reason, Lyle.
The zero sugar kind?
Please.
You got it.
Not here. Keep it together. What would Mom do? Mom? Not sign her life away to a faceless corporation, for starters. I'd like to think she'd be proud of me. She was a social worker. Her whole life was devoted to running around and helping people that weren't entirely sure they could be helped. She had a charisma that was infectious. She made you think you could move a mountain if you got a big enough rope. And for a while, I believed her. Until she got sick.
One liquid defibrillator. Listen, I was thinking, why don't we switch workloads this week? You work on the power source and I'll tackle the Neuralink. Maybe a change of pace would be good for us, help us get further along.
Couldn't hurt. Yeah, let's do it.
You know what else wouldn't hurt? Water.
Meh. Something's gonna kill me, and I hate surprises.
Diana, it's 1 in the morning. Please tell me you're in the trunk of some serial killer's car.
There's an alarming amount of water bottles back here. This guy should really recycle.
God damn it, Di! Come home already. You're working yourself to death lately. The summer's almost over and you haven't done anything but work.
Are you still mad about your parents' cabin thing? That was months ago.
I don't give a shit about the fucking cabin, Di. I care about you. You're killing yourself, and for what? Some prick boss.
You know it's not that simple, Kara. Besides, I'm really close to a breakthrough.
You keep saying that. But what does it even mean? I get your motivation, but this isn't going to bring your mum back. Look, I'm just worried about you.
It's late. Why don't you go to bed? I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Good morning, Diana. Just getting in?
No, I've been here a while.
It looks like it. I know visiting hours isn't something that applies to you, but for your own well-being, you should get some rest.
What are you talking about? These chairs are so comfy, they could kick the shit out of a sleep number.
Suit yourself.
That sounds reassuring.
I'll be by to check on her later. Has she said anything?
Sometimes I think I hear her laugh at my jokes, but it might be her farting. Not sure.
You're a scientist. Conduct a few more experiments. The nurse will be by in a little bit.
Thanks. When you get out of here, we're gonna take a trip. Somewhere sunny and without too many white people. Conscious you would have thought that was hilarious. I need you to get better, Mom.
Good morning, Mrs. Ng. I brought these for you. And yes, I did get my hair done. Thank you for noticing.
It's all she ever talks about. you've got all kinds of visitors this morning, Ma.
How long have you been here?
I should just start putting my timesheet up on the wall.
All night. Got it. You need anything?
No, Kara, thank you. You heading into work?
Sadly. I need to find another job or quit. Offices are just bug catchers for souls.
Just start selling your dumb coffee already.
Should do, honestly. Listen, I haven't seen you at the house in days, so can we go outside?
Oh, shit. Rent, I'm so sorry.
That's not what this is. I got it. I just wanted you to know so you didn't stress.
No, Kara, you got it last month. I should at least...
Your final paycheck from Skylab came in the mail last Tuesday. Your money seems pretty tied up, and I'd be doing the same thing if I were you. I got it. Whew.
Thank you.
Bet you're really glad you shared that snow coat with me back in kindergarten now, huh? I'll come by at lunch with some food. You need to eat.
Thanks. Have a less shitty day at work.
That's the dream.
I know you only wanted to have one kid, but thanks for always treating her like my sister. I'm just gonna grab a drink and I'll be right back. I love you, Mom. Kara drove me. I don't think I could have gotten out of bed without her. She's been a huge help. I thought you could use some sprucing up. I miss you, Mom. I wish I could show you, but you know I hated crying in front of you. You were always strong for me, and I felt I needed to be strong for you. But I've been looking for jobs again. It's been tough. It turns out my old boss is pretty well connected. It doesn't help that I look like a bus hit me half the time. I'll find something.
It's hard, losing someone you love. The blood dries, but the wound never heals. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks? I'm kind of having a moment here, so if you could...
She was in pain for a very long time, wasn't she? It's a shame she had to suffer like that.
Excuse me?
If you could have alleviated the pain, would you, Miss N?
How the fuck did you...
Question for question. I promise.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, if I could go back and do anything for her, I would. At any cost.
Interesting. My name is Dr. Mason Evans, and I'm working on a project that would revolutionize care for patients like your mother. Make it so they really are comfortable while being treated, rather than on a debilitating amount of medications. I understand you're in need of work.
Revolutionize care?
Full immersion virtual reality. Specifically, to help patients that suffer from chronic pain.
I don't really seem like a first choice.
You have something rare, something powerful. It's not that you have something to lose, it's that you've lost everything. I know exactly what that feels like. Work with me, and you could keep others from sitting and watching the most important person in their life suffer.
For how long?
On the project, not sure. But if you choose to do this, you'll never have to look for a job again. You'll have a position for life with one of the largest tech conglomerates on the planet. Here's your chance to really help people. Wouldn't that make her proud, Diana?
Kara. I'm heading home. Want a 3 a.m. burrito?
Directive is written by David Magadan, featuring Gala Locke, Kevin O'Keefe, Ruth Mestel, Ray Stafford, Livia King, David S. Deer. Music composed by Matt Farthing. Please follow us on Twitter at DirectivePod. Transcripts are available in the show notes. Thank you, and remember, the directive is not adoptive.